You know, when you're on a roll and then everything comes to a screaming halt, it's even worse when it's pestilence of biblical proportion. Good morning. Hey everybody. Welcome. Let's see, it is May the 11th, 2019, and I'm just doing a quick goings on video. I haven't posted in a while, been very busy, so let's just hop to it. I got all of my peppers potted finally. The heat is really starting to kick in, so everything's kind of wilting. I'll have to go to the other side to show you what things are, because I have to turn the tags backwards because the sun bleaches everything out. Alright, these are the shishitos. These are the Thais. That's my watermelon, doing great. No bugs, no nothing, and I say that now. Okay, these, yeah, that's the end of the shishitos. This is the Carolina Reaper to right here, Carolina Reaper. My moringas are starting to wilt a little bit because at this time of day, that's just what everything does. It just gets so hot. And I give them a little drink of water, they perk up, and they're good to go for the rest of the day. My gourds are doing great. It rained really hard last night, so there's sand on everything. I'm trying to keep out of the sun. There you go. Plenty of blooms. I'm going to have to self-pollinate maybe this year. I had to last year because I didn't have any pollinators, but somebody here has got honeybees, and I am most grateful for them. They're usually up front with the porterweed and the Mexican heather. These are my Trinidad's. Got two Trinidad's that made it, and these are my fish peppers to here, and then from here are my Hungarian wax. There's my Hungarian wax. Everything's doing really, really well. This is another gourd. It's doing great. My zucchini, I'm sorry, my squash are, let's try that again. My cucumbers are doing good. My morning glories are starting to grow and climb, which is awesome. There's another cucumber. No, another gourd, another cucumber, morning glory gourd. There, hopefully you could see that. My beans are coming in. I gave Toby one last night. He ate it right off the vine, right off the bush. I didn't punch any holes in that, and I got to do that this afternoon. Corn is doing good. My Mandan bride corn and just my regular corn I'm going to put up for the squirrels. These are moon flowers. That's my only tobacco I have right there, and it's a slow grower. But these are, birds are getting in here. My moon flowers. And these are my pepperoncinis. And they're doing good. I wish we had time to build the proper things or stands for these rain barrels, but there's always next year. My squash are doing good. I've got a baby one coming in. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see what you see because the sun's in my eyes. My roses, all of them made except for one, which is my peace rose. Every garden should have a peace rose, an iceberg, Mr. Lincoln, all the good ones. Mexican heather is doing great. The bees love it. That is bee balm. And I've got some sugar cane coming up right here. I'm trying to keep out of the picture. That's some sugar cane right there. I planted some sedum just because I think it's pretty, and I have fish now. Yes, I do. I have kois. They're little babies, but I got them. This lady just had too many. She had to get rid of them. And if you're wondering what this crazy plant is, that is a water hyacinth. You keep them contained. If you let them in the rivers and such, they will just explode, and they're highly invasive. No frogs. Just kois and dragonflies so far. Roses are doing good. That one just bloomed. These are the knockout roses. I forgot what this plant is called, but it's a statement plant. It was pretty. It was Clarence. Why not? This is, I'll have to put down in the description what this plant is. I like it. It's leathery. It's purple on one side and green on the other. It's my favorite color combination. This is the peace rose, what's left of it. It's got a little bit of green right there. I'm just letting it soak in some water. Oops. And trying to let it be in ICU for a while. This is another project. These are seeds that I mixed up, just random seeds. Color coordinated though. And I'm going to scratch the earth with this rake, and then I'm going to scatter them before it rains today. There's a pineapple. Those are so sweet. When you grow your own pineapple, you'll see that store-boughts are nothing. I got an elephant ear that was on clearance. Just the bulb was. And it's trying to make it. Really is trying to make it. So I've been putting willow water on it. My Cleopatra canna lily is doing spectacularly. When it blooms, I'll show you what it looks like. The project I'm finishing up, that's the handrail to the front door. I'll get to the house in a minute. A friend of mine, well, an acquaintance I should say rather, let me have this for $5, which normally are like 15 or 20. This is a double orange Brugmansia. Let me zoom back out. I didn't mean to get right in your... And they smell... Can't really smell them right now because it's not that time of day. But in the evenings you can smell them, and it smells delicious. Not good, but I mean, it smells really, really good. And these are easy to propagate. So when this grows older, anytime you have a Y, you just cut below the Y and stick it in the ground, keep it moist, and it'll give you another one. And I planted it like he had them out at his nursery, because where these come from, they like dapple sun, and so that's what it gets. And it seems to be doing great. It's not stressed out in the full sun, and it's really producing well. I've only had it a week. My cousin gave me oyster plants, and I love these things. They spread. I know that they are invasive. I'm trying to get my phone. There we go. I know that they're invasive, but if you're responsible and you keep them contained, which is what they're going to be in this little garden bed, that'll be great. I need something that's ground cover, and the rain comes off the street, comes straight down here, and once all this fills in, it'll look really pretty. And she also gave me some of these, I don't know if these are zinnias or vincas. I think they're vincas. And so I planted them out here too because I just like vincas. I think they're pretty. And here is my beloved Black Magic elephant ear. I like its texture. It feels like a horse's nose. I like it a lot. And it spreads too. And this thing has just been producing and producing. It's just awesome. I'm going to get you a close-up of the oyster plant. See, it's green on one side and purple on the other. I just like that color combo. We got some Wandering Jew over here. There you go. That's pretty. It spreads as well. By the way, it is love bug season. And these things are everywhere. They're all over me. They're all over the car. They're all over the phone. This is my Moso bamboo, and I got great seeds, and they are actually starting to, seedlings are coming up. So I got to get those to my friend. And yes, this is a running bamboo. I do not have a clumping bamboo as of yet. I'm going to have to buy some. And that is a Morning Glory. It's This is how all the plants get about this time of day. They just melt. I need to water everything. This is another elephant ear that I bought for $5 at Walmart. It's pretty. This is some zinnia. And I had a moringa planted over here just as a test. And the daggum cat's been using my garden as a toilet. So hopefully it'll make it. Those moringa trees are pretty hardy. And that's some milkweed. Of course it doesn't bloom for 3 years, so didn't know that when I got them, but monarchs need them. Monarch butterflies. My roses just got through blooming over here, and they are doing great. We had a huge storm, but surprisingly, the majority of the mulch stayed where it was supposed to. And I just have to put some more out. I really didn't have enough to put out anywhere. But the water comes straight down the street and crosses right through here. And then comes down here. And it all just goes right through here. So that's a challenge. I got to put up that barrier and get it done. These little landscape timbers aren't doing anything but feeding termites. So I painted the house. That's where that handrail goes, is right here. So I painted the house. I just got to get the soffits and the fascia boards done. This is the trim color is called Sage the Day, and the color of the house is called Tobacco Road. See, I'm telling you, I can't paint or anything because of these stupid bugs. Sage the Day and Tobacco Road. You have to ask Ace Hardware if they have a Tobacco Road in their database, and they can make it for you. Sherwin-Williams through DuPont, or Duron, excuse me, used to carry it, but they don't carry it anymore. Or even, they don't even mix it. The guy was giving me a hard time. So this is purslane. You can eat it. Lavender. I don't know what this is, but it sure is pretty. But it hates the heat. Absolutely hates the heat. Just that little bit of sun burned it, so I scooted it back. It was sitting right here. Killed half of it. Oh well, live and learn. Geraniums are doing good. The birds are not eating the sunflower seeds. There's something up with it. Porterweed is doing good. I love porterweed. The bugs, butterflies. I'll show you over here. If I can get one to fly. There we go. See, the butterflies love it. Bees love it. It's great. Welcome to love bug season. I hadn't finished being able to paint because of these bugs. Trying to get over here and catch this butterfly. There we go. Isn't it pretty? They love porterweed. You gotta be careful because the honeybees aren't out yet. They're somewhere else right now, but they'll come in here. I've got some Robelli palms that were on clearance. I got a free one over there I just planted. The queen palms are doing great. I'm going to get curbing. I got a banana tree right there. I got free banana trees here and one on the other side. You can't really see it. I want to get curbing, concrete curbing, and do around. I'm not going to go through here because it's where the rain goes. So I'm just going to curve it off over here and be done with it. Wisteria is doing great. My grasses are starting to get seeds on them, but they're sterile, so I don't have to worry about that getting out of control. My evening sun sunflowers are doing great. Nandina's doing great. I tell you, porterweed is just a really pretty plant. Now this is the invasive one. I think this is the mint leaf or mint porterweed. This is not the indigenous porterweed. But either way, if it feeds the butterflies and the bugs, then fine, let it. My red sugar cane is doing great. That wisteria is doing great. Ooh, Lordy, it's hot. It's gonna rain. Red sugar cane's doing good here. A friend of mine who gave me that, or sold me that $5 Brugmansia, is getting me a traveler's palm. And I'm thinking about, I know how enormous these things get. I'm thinking about putting one here and one here, because as tall as they get, they'll fan out like this to make sure that all their fronds, or all their, limbs, whatever they are in the sun. You can't plant them like this because it will turn itself to make sure that all of them get sun on it. So that would be, this is east, and that would be great, as tall as these things are, to get the heat off of this house. And plus it looks gorgeous. People here have got them on their east facing walls. I've noticed, I've been driving around. These are your mammoth butterflies. I mean, listen at me, mammoth sunflowers. I'm going to plant a moringa here and one here. It gets full sun back here. So outside of that, that is the update. Just have to finish here and there between the bugs and the rain. Just thought I'd share this for a minute. In case you don't know what these are bromeliads, and these get like a hot pinkish orange flower on them, spike. It's a philodendron climbing up in that tree. My grandmother planted that back in the 80s. And that's another philodendron right there. But I like it out here. I still no chickens yet. I've got one more trip. Make sure I don't have any more surgeries before I get chickens. So that's it. Out here, so let's tiptoe inside. Look at all these bugs. I'm telling you, it's a pestilence. This thing is broken. If you're wondering what the heck is going on out here, I'm painting. I've got to get the back side of this house. I had to fill some holes. At first I said, no, I'm not going to fill them up because I want to hang cabinets back out here, which is true. But for right now, I'd rather just have everything fixed, because no telling when I'm going to get cabinets. I'm eventually going to get one of those outdoor sinks, you know, the laundry sinks that you can get, the square plastic ones. I have a little bit of prep work over here, but when it rains, it sprays in, so I'm just kind of leaving this alone until I can actually get to it on a sunny day, which I think is going to be tomorrow, but I work tomorrow, and then Monday I'm off. But I got to pull all this out. I had it painted a real pretty green. Everybody loved it, except for one person, so I just decided to go ahead and just paint it Tobacco Road. I like it. I think it's a pretty color. And giving it that Scandinavian look, it would have looked awesome, but nobody saw my vision. So to keep the peace, I painted it Tobacco Road. And this gets stripped and painted. This is my grandmother's, and I just like it. The bottom's got to be fixed. That thing's about as unstable as Pelosi. I said it. And just gotta scrape and paint this little part. I'm excited. It's gonna look good. It's gonna look real good. Gotta fix the screening. And I have a couple places that I need to paint, like up there. But there, I was fighting wasp and I didn't like it. If you wonder what these blue pieces of tape are everywhere, that's where I need to pay attention to something that I missed when I was originally doing stuff, but it's hard to see because you're backlit. So at any rate, that's it. That's it. Not bad for just a 20-minute video with no ads. So I'll show you. Oh, one more thing before I let you go. I planted 36 mosos. My dog tipped one over today, as you can see, and the seed fell out, but it is actually starting to sprout. So I'm very, very excited. And I got more than I need, and I did that on purpose because a friend of mine, one of my dearest friends ever, I'm going to give them to them because the batch that I gave them, even though I grew great from them, I guess they were just old and theirs never took off. So having said that, I'm out of here, folks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. You take care. Bye-bye.